Julia Ernst, also legally known as Julia Ernst, was recently caught up in such a big, voluptuous, and titanic net of scandals that her and her reputation are quickly sinking. Before the scandals were revealed, Julia was originally criticized on her Snark subreddit, which, if you don't know, is basically a forum on Reddit dedicated to criticizing her for things like photoshopping herself to portray unrealistic beauty standards, being a pathological liar, feeding the dark corners of the internet, and having an obsession with Vinny Hacker. At least that's what I think Julia was being criticized for. I don't really know. I was reading the entire lore on the subreddit at 3 a.m, having to wake up at 7 that same morning, so it was safe to say that I wanted to catch up with Jesus after waking up. Anyway, if you have no idea who Julia Ernst and Vinny Hacker are, me neither, because what the hell? They have a total of at least 1 billion likes together on TikTok, and I'm not a single one.
I only did not have acid reflux.
I'd make you do this. If you
No.
didn't have acid reflux, I'd say
I know, but I would have died.
You're not right.
Ben,
Watch out. What?
Yes, baby.
give me a towel.
We don't have any napkins.
I
Towel.
said a towel.
Yes, baby.
Is it burning now?
Yes, baby.
It's burning!
Yes, baby.
I'm going to skip all the details on how they became famous, not because I'm lazy, why would you ever think that? And definitely not because I have zero idea how they became famous, but because people's backgrounds don't matter, okay? We accept everyone for who they are, even if they're a little crazy in the head and whatnot. We even accept aliens like— But of course, we can't skip out on Julia's apology for these horrendous and totally not obvious photoshopping jobs, rebranded as her life story. Heads up, if you thought that YouTube apologies were bad, you haven't seen a single second of TikTok apologies yet. They're a shorter and more packed version of YouTube apologies, but they never include ukuleles or bad dances.
Story time of my life. Don't feel obligated to read. When I was a little girl, I hated my body. At the age of 12, I would hide my food and do insane amounts of cardio a day. It wasn't until I was 13 and had to drop out of school for a year to seek help for it. As much as I love being an identical twin, as a girl, I'm constantly being compared for simply existing. Just for simply existing. In high school, I never had many friends. I'll leave school for lunch to sit in my car because it was less embarrassing than sitting by myself. I was depressed and only found happiness in going to the gym or working 40-hour work weeks because at least I had an excuse to be alone. When I got to college, I was already dealing with depression from trauma that I won't speak about online. This was also the same time I gathered an audience. It came with a lot of love, but also a lot of hate. Millions of people solely just commenting on my body or comparing me to my twin sister. I was already in a depressed state in my head, but with people commenting on my body, I felt like I had to change the way I looked. I altered the way I looked in photos where I was bloated so people wouldn't be mean. I felt like after a meal, I couldn't leave my dorm, I couldn't go to class, I couldn't go to the gym, I couldn't see anyone because I was scared of what people would think of my body. Everything was about my body. It made me so anxious. I decided to make a decision to take a break from school and start intensive therapy. Something that helped my anxiety and disassociation was making Little Day in my life videos. It was something that made me get out of bed and try new things and finally romanticize my life even though I was sad. It helped me track what I did on certain days. I felt like I wasn't real. On certain days, I felt I wasn't real. I stopped altering any photos and finally accepted loving myself. Today, I truly do respect the cause women are bringing up about how we shouldn't compare ourselves to social media. I've learned to never let something online damage my peace, and I learned it the hard way. It's disturbing seeing people find and compare photos of me when I was a child. Okay, people bashing my body, hating on my body, relaxed after a meal, making pages justifying things they hate about me, and bringing up my 7-year-old sister is really not what I expect from women who want, quote-unquote, bring other women up. The whole point of editing apps and ideal body types isn't something one girl on social media created. It was created by markets that profit off of women's insecurities. Bars. And I think women bashing girls for their body is counterintuitive. I apologize if my body deserves your peace with your body, but that's not my responsibility. If something or someone on social media isn't causing you joy, unfollow them and you won't have to see it. In all honesty, if my phone shattered on the ground today, I'm happy to be around people in my life who I love versus people online who haven't had the pleasure to get to know me. I think we should stop commenting on women's body and instead realize it's a privilege to have a working body. It's a privilege to be able to fuel your body with food. I want my life to be a story, not a picture book. When I die, I want people to show up to my funeral with memories, not measuring tape. If you're struggling, please reach out. I'm here if anyone needs a friend to talk to. Red heart.
Thanks for reading. Silly content is on the way. God, the grammar and thoughts put into this life story retelling make me have so much faith in the American schooling and healthcare system because 1, what an amazing use of fiction to gaslight people into thinking that you are, in fact, not the problem, and it was society's fault all along. And 2, reading Julia's writing did not make me have a stroke once, but probably 33 times within the span of 2 minutes. I'm not discrediting her experiences as a teen, but how are you going to say that there is a problem with unrealistic body standards placed on young girls and then immediately feed into the same problem? If you literally take 2 minutes to look at her Instagram, it's clear that she still photoshops herself even if she says she has stopped. And the photoshops aren't even good, what the hell? Back to the main ordeal, all you need to know is that Vinny and Julia are in some sort of situationship where Julia is the seven dwarfs and Vinny is Snow White. And by Snow White, I mean the comatose Snow White. Julia is flying out from Florida or Tennessee or whatever irrelevant state she lives in to see him in LA, paying for her own meals because Vinny isn't when they're out together, liking anime and getting a cat so she can stand out to him, putting in all the effort to this one-sided relationship, whatever the hell it actually is, because no one is sure anymore, while Vinny gives his funny little responses by liking some of her Instagram posts. You better stay at home, cook and clean and do the laundry, vacuum, take care of the kids, take my shift at McDonald's, and finish my college degree while I go out fishing with my friends, okay? No, I feel like I'm doing everything. No, it's not. It's the least you can do for our relationship. Okay, now you're calling my name. This uncertainty has caused a lot of trouble between them, because Julia acts like they're soulmates while Vinny acts like the soul is spelled S-O-L-E and we're in Australia. He's hooking up with other girls when they're not together and Julia is still altering her body. Then in January of 2024, a user called UnderstandingIcy7557 posted on the Snark subreddit a screenshot of a post from Julia's breakfast account that said, "Today I made my favorite breakfast sandwich. It's been a while since I made one. These last few days have been traumatic. I had a few seizures and they found a large potentially cancerous mass in the middle of my brain that needs to be examined. But I'm feeling good today. So I decided to post for the first time this year. Sorry if this serious post made you feel unsettled, but sometimes you have to enjoy burnt breakfast sandwiches to enjoy one with golden toast, red pepper jam, mozzarella, avocado, eggs, bacon, 10 out of 10. And regarding the brain mass, Julia tweeted, Good morning. I had a stroke last night. And have big cyst in middle of brain. Period." Which I have to vent is a little suspicious. It might be possible that Julia had a stroke and then also had a few seizures because of the mass in her brain. I'm not a medical professional, so I wouldn't know, but I do know that if my daughter had a mass in her brain that is potentially brain cancer and she's having a stroke and seizures because of it, I would not be making posts on Facebook to help her find work. Maybe that's just me, or maybe modern capitalism has just gone too far. I don't know.
You can hear us, please, Donald Trump. Please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump. Please. I'm asking you. Please save me. Please save me. Please get these people away from me.
Anyway, Understanding IC's 7557's Reddit post was captioned, "I can't tell if this is real or not, but if she actually does have some sort of brain cancer, I bet Vinny is finally going to post her to make him people feel bad for him and to victimize himself like he does every situation." Insane caption, first of all. It's reading Vinny took out this person's entire bloodline and now they're out, like they're in their villain arc to get revenge. Second, I feel like I'm the fucking dog from Pavlov's experiments, but instead of food and the bell, it's an alleged Julia in this shitty ass fucking grammar. "I apologize if my body disturbs your peace with your body. When I die, I want people to show up to my funeral with memories, not measuring tape. I hope you woke up today. Thanks. And somebody loved you. I hope you got into bed having a hug. I hope even on the worst days someone sits with you in silent rooms." Then people started noticing that the screenshot had Julia's profile picture for the breakfast sandwich account at the bottom, and the boost post bar thing, basically meaning that the screenshot had been taken by Julia because only the account owner would have the boost post bar. Not only that, this Understanding IC 7557 account had numerous other posts talking about Vinny's girlfriend, supposedly Julia, and how he cheated on her, dissing Julia, and even leaking Vinny's supposed nudes. Well, oh shit. Julia just got caught frequenting her Snark subreddit to talk shit about Vinny and herself. Following Julia's train of thought, what is the only logical solution to this problem? Place your bets. Will Julia pick a Romanian hacker or Vinny hacker to save her ass? It seems like she picked the Romanian hacker because she conveniently posted after understanding IC7557's account was deleted that her breakfast sandwich account got hacked by some person from Romania. I'll give you 3 seconds to point out where Romania is on this world map. 3, 2, 1, 0. Exactly. What the fuck? Who the hell has Romania as the first thing on their mind when they're trying to save their wedgied ass from a scandal? This is exactly how Dulia got herself even deeper into this mess. She posted more evidence of the hacking, but of course, true to her style of horrendous Photoshop jobs, everything about it was obviously fake. Dulia could have at least aligned these 2 dots to make it more believable, but she probably only has experience in editing her waist and face, so we gotta go easy on her, guys. The Redditors on the Snark subreddit couldn't though. They did some crazy ass time zone conversion that was too big brain for me to understand, and that eliminated the possibility that the Romanian hacker was real because time travel isn't real. They also found out that Google Pixels were not sold or supported in Romania, so that was the final flush that unclogged the toilet. After all of this dropped, Dulia allegedly paid off a notable Gen Z TikTok influencer T-page to remain quiet in her scandals to save some face. But that was totally not obvious at all because the TikTok totally doesn't post every single scandal they can get their hands on, and totally isn't so bored that when there are no scandals to report, they even post who wore it better polls like we were suddenly back in middle school. The worst thing about this is that the person behind the TikTok account is a female nurse pushing her 40s with a kid. And she is reporting on people half her age and also strangely has an obsession with some of them. She had an obsession with Nessa, you know, that TikTok influencer that was popular back in 2020 or 2021 or 2022 or 2023. But I can't even show you guys what TikTok did because I'm pretty sure she copyrighted every negative post about her on Reddit except one. I respectfully declined digging through her Instagram account to try to find evidence. Like, sure, I dig for gold in my free time, okay? But this isn't the gold I was talking about. She also seems to have an obsession with Vinny, whom she claimed to have slept with when he first moved to LA. This was when she was in her 30s and he was 18. Legal or the current state of Omegle? And to top it all off, Dulia has not learned her lesson to stay low, so she anonymously posted on Reddit a picture of Vinny sleeping that was taken back when they first did the Dirty and Squirty together in a totally not obvious fashion. The TikTok posted about it and commented that someone just so happened to have created a new account on Reddit and conveniently had a picture of Julia Ernst and Vinny slumped in the bed together. Like we all don't know who that is. I mean, she's right there. How can we not recognize our Mount Rushmore?